What if you had around $40,000 to spend on a new SUV, but had to choose between two completely different philosophies? The Jetour T2 offers rugged styling, up to 375 horsepower, and a plug-in hybrid system, while the new 2026 Jeep Compass starts around €40,000 in Europe, with its 145 horsepower e-hybrid rated at about 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. One looks ready for an adventure, while the other focuses on efficiency and technology. So, which one gives you more? Let's find out. Let's start with the Jetour T2. The T2 immediately stands out with its boxy, rugged design, large Jetour lettering on the front, vertical rear taillights, high ground clearance, and external spare wheel cover. It measures about 4,785 millimeters long, 2,006 millimeters wide, and around 1,875 to 1,880 millimeters tall, with a 2,800 millimeter wheelbase and around 205 millimeters of ground clearance. It seats 5 people. The entry-level T2 uses a 1.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, producing around 184 horsepower and 290 newton-meters of torque. Power goes through a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission to the front wheels. Fuel consumption is around 9 liters per 100 kilometers. But the 2.0-liter turbo is much more exciting. It produces approximately 254 horsepower and 390 newton-meters of torque, paired with a 7-speed DCT and 4-wheel drive. Fuel consumption is roughly 9 to 9.5 liters per 100 kilometers. With its higher ground clearance, multi-link rear suspension, 4-wheel drive, and off-road driving modes, this version gives the T2 a much more adventurous character. But the biggest surprise is the T2 IDM plug-in hybrid. It combines a 1.5-liter turbo engine with 2 electric motors, a 26.7 kilowatt-hour lithium iron phosphate battery, and a 3-speed DHT transmission. Total output reaches an impressive 375 horsepower and 610 newton-meters of torque. The T2 IDM can accelerate from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in around 7.5 seconds, with a top speed of approximately 197 kilometers per hour. Its electric range is around 100 kilometers under WLTC testing, while the CLTC figure can reach about 129 kilometers. Official plug-in hybrid fuel consumption figures can be extremely low, sometimes around 1 liter per 100 kilometers or less depending on the testing cycle. But that number should not be treated as normal real-world consumption with an empty battery. If you rarely charge the vehicle, actual fuel consumption will be considerably higher. Inside, the T2 features a modern digital cabin with a huge 15.6-inch central touchscreen and a 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster. Depending on the trim, you can get Apple CarPlay, wireless charging, dual-zone climate control, panoramic glass, ambient lighting, heated and ventilated seats, premium audio, and a 360-degree camera. Now, let's move to the Jeep Compass. The 2026 Compass is the 3rd-generation model, built on Stellantis' STLA medium platform. Compared with the previous generation, it has a more muscular and squared-off design. The new Compass measures approximately 4,548 millimeters long, 1,904 millimeters wide, and roughly 1,652 to 1,678 millimeters tall. Its wheelbase is 2,784 millimeters, ground clearance is around 200 millimeters, and cargo capacity reaches approximately 550 liters. So, the T2 is longer and wider, while the two SUVs have surprisingly similar wheelbases. The entry-level Compass e-hybrid uses a 1.2-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. The gasoline engine produces 136 horsepower, supported by a 28-horsepower electric motor. Combined system output is 145 horsepower. A small 0.9 kilowatt-hour 48-volt battery powers the hybrid system, while a 6-speed EDCT sends power to the front wheels. This is a mild hybrid, so you don't plug it into a charger. And this is where the Jeep has a major efficiency advantage. Official combined fuel consumption is around 5.6 to 5.8 liters per 100 kilometers. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour takes roughly 10 seconds, while top speed is around 195 kilometers per hour. But Jeep also offers a much more powerful plug-in hybrid. The Compass PHEV combines a 1.6-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine with an electric motor and a 17.9 kilowatt-hour battery. Total system output reaches 225 horsepower, with an electric driving range of approximately 90 to 92 kilometers under WLTP conditions. Official weighted fuel consumption can be around 2.7 to 2.9 liters per 100 kilometers. Again, this figure depends heavily on battery usage. With a depleted battery, real fuel consumption is much higher. The PHEV reaches 100 kilometers per hour in around 8 seconds and has a top speed of approximately 216 kilometers per hour. And then there is the fully electric Compass. The standard BEV produces around 213 horsepower and uses a 74 kilowatt-hour battery. Depending on configuration, WLTP range is roughly 467 to 500 kilometers. At the top of the range is the new Compass 4xe. This is not a plug-in hybrid. It is a fully electric all-wheel drive performance version producing an impressive 375 horsepower. Jeep positions the 4xe Overland as the adventure-focused model, combining electric performance with serious off-road capability. Now let's talk about trims. The 2026 Compass is available in versions including Altitude, Business, Summit, and First Edition, with Overland available for the 4xe. Altitude already comes with a 16-inch infotainment display, 10.25-inch digital instrument cluster, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, dual-zone climate control, adaptive cruise control, and Level 2 driver assistance. Business adds more advanced technology, including a 360-degree camera and additional driver assistance features. Summit is the premium choice, adding features such as Matrix LED headlights, illuminated Jeep details, heated front seats, a heated steering wheel, premium upholstery, ambient lighting, and an electric tailgate. Inside, the Compass feels significantly more modern than its predecessor. The 16-inch screen dominates the dashboard, while the 10.25-inch digital cluster sits directly in front of the driver. Higher trims can also offer panoramic glass, premium audio, wireless charging, and additional comfort features. So, which SUV wins? The Jetour T2 has a clear advantage if you want rugged styling, more size, higher ground clearance, four-wheel drive, and serious performance. The 2.0-liter T2 already produces 254 horsepower, while the IDM takes that figure all the way to 375 horsepower and 610 newton-meters. The Compass takes a different approach. It offers mild hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and fully electric powertrains, giving buyers much more flexibility. Its 145 horsepower e-hybrid is also significantly more fuel efficient than the gasoline T2, with official consumption around 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. And at the top, the Compass 4xe matches the T2 IDM with 375 horsepower, but does it with a fully electric AWD setup. So the decision comes down to what you want from an SUV. Want a rugged, spacious SUV that looks ready to leave the pavement? The Jetour T2 is hard to ignore. Want better efficiency, newer technology, premium equipment, and multiple powertrain choices? The 2026 Jeep Compass makes a very strong case. Two SUVs, two completely different philosophies. One is built around adventure, the other is built around versatility. But which one would you choose?